You met Novak Djokovic, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Hey guys, I'm Mikey, the Gentle Mentor. Welcome to the Breaking Barriers podcast. We have an absolutely sick ass interview today with Ollie Fanshawe, world number one in blind tennis, entrepreneur, business owner, and legally blind. I don't know how he does it all, but you're gonna wanna watch this interview because you are gonna get so inspired and you're gonna be like, dude, how do I do something like this with barriers that I've got? G'day guys, welcome to another episode of Breaking Barriers podcast. And today we've got a really interesting young guy that's on the podcast. He's world number one in blind tennis and he's a business owner and entrepreneur. And his name's Ollie Fanshawe. Ollie, welcome, bro.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on here.
No worries, man. It's a pretty interesting introduction, bro. Like, world number one in blind tennis. Most people probably don't even know what blind tennis is, but we'll get into that later, man. But just where are you right now, dude? What are you doing?
I'm currently at work, so yeah, just having a little break and doing this interview, which is pretty cool.
Oh, nice, man. So you're the boss, so you won't get in trouble, hey?
No, well, I own half of it, so yeah, no, I'll be right.
Nice, bro. All right, so Ollie, whereabouts are you right now, bro?
I'm currently out on a job site just at work, so it's in the western suburbs of Brisbane, near where I live, about 5 minutes from home.
Yeah, nice, man. And what's the weather like in Brisbane, bro?
Oh, it's bright blue skies. It's awesome. Nice for a change. We've had a lot of rain this week, so it's good to dry everything out.
Nice, man. It's a little bit different to Victoria, bro. We've started having some rain this week, but you'll be coming down for the Australian Open in blind tennis in July.
Oh,
Yeah?
well. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Awesome, bro. All right. Well, look, man. First of all, dude, congratulations on being world number one in blind tennis
Thank you.
and for being an entrepreneur and business owner. It's hard enough, man, for someone that doesn't have many barriers in their life to achieve that status of world number one in any sport, let alone such a tough game like tennis, dude. And not only that, being an entrepreneur and a business owner, all that in one with the barriers that you face, that's not easy. Like, can you tell us a little bit about some of the barriers that you've had to go through, man? Tell us a bit about that.
I think a big one's definitely like driving, like as in getting to site, getting to training every day. Is a lot harder than other people. Like they just come, wake up, get outside, and they get there. Whereas I sort of have to forward think, like how am I going to get to here? I have time between here, like how am I going to get from work to training, etc. Like just sort of having to forward think that, or like you're booking an Uber, but it's going to be 20 or 30 minutes from my house, like most of the time, or even longer before it comes. So like you just sort of have to plan out beforehand, or like a lot of our workers will pick me up, or my business partner, like just sort of having a plan beforehand. So you don't have to, I don't know, go back home to grab a tool. You go, well, I have to actually think before I leave, so I know I have it with me.
That's so interesting, dude. So you've got to plan everything around the barrier that
Yeah.
you've got. And do you want to just tell everyone that's watching what are the barriers that you have? You're vision impaired, yeah?
Yes, I'm legally blind, so I can't see out of one eye at all. I've got a fake eye. And then my other eye, I've got clouding over the cornea. It's called Peter's anomaly. So just means that everything's blurry and sort of out of focus for me.
So one eye is completely blind.
That's right. It's a prosthetic eye. Yep.
Oh wow. And the other eye, it's
Yeah.
blurry.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So could you explain like what do you kind of like what do you see out of the eye that you can see? Like how far can you see? How clear
Well,
is it?
basically, I can see like a fair distance in a way, like, but everything's just blurry. Like, as I go, well, there's green over there, like, it's probably some trees or something, but it just gets blurry the further away it goes. So up close, I can read something on my phone if I put it quite close, but then the further it goes away, like, I don't know, even like a car 2 meters away, I can't really read its number plate or things like that. Whereas as soon as it gets further away, I just can't read things, but I can sort of make out outlines and, ideas of what things are.
So if a car was 2 meters away, you would be able to read its number plate?
No,
You
no,
wouldn't.
it just got so blurry, anything like that.
Okay.
Like,
But if you hold your phone close to your face, then you can
yeah.
kind like I'm guessing the text has to be really big on the phone, yeah?
Oh yeah, not too much bigger than normal, but I just hold it like, pretty much right up to my eye, and it's fine. Or I use the zoom function. So yeah.
Nice, man. Nice, bro. Okay, so, dude, that's insane. So, one prosthetic eye, one eye that's blurry, and you're world number one in blind tennis, and you own your own business. Like, we're gonna get to that a little bit later, but can you tell us,
Yeah.
dude, how did this all start? Were you born with that, or
Yeah, so I was 9 days old and my right eye ruptured. They did a surgery and it got a staph infection, so then they had to remove it. So, yeah, it left me with a prosthetic eye. Then my other eye, they can't really do anything about it just because the wrist, like, I've already lost one. There's no way I want to go for surgery or anything.
wow? So, what was it like growing up with that problem, bro? Like, going to
Didn't
school and
really,
being a young kid.
didn't really change me much, to be honest. Like, my brothers were always really helpful. They didn't let me do anything different. I'd played tennis since I was 4, like my whole life, really, lots of things, like with all my friends. So, I don't think it hasn't really stopped me from much. There's just different ways some things happen, or adaptations you make, but it hasn't really got in the way too much.
That's unreal, bro. So, okay, this is so interesting, dude, because like for someone watching that doesn't have a vision problem, that would probably be like, man, how does this guy have the barriers that he's got, but yet it doesn't get in the way of life? Like, how did you not let that get you down? And how did you continue having a positive mindset?
I guess it's just sort of what you have to live with, like it's not really much you can do to change it. So you sort of have to go, what's the best way? I can live with what I've got to deal with. Like, well, I can't drive, but I've got all these people around me that help me, or like if you ask for Ubers out there or buses. There's lots of ways that means you still can do the same thing and get there. Um, yeah, I think that's the main thing. Just working ways around it. If you have an issue, you just work out if you can solve that and go on from there.
That's amazing, bro. I love that, dude. So you're like, in a way, you're saying, you know what? The problem that I've got, okay, it's a problem, but it just means that I've got to do things differently. It doesn't mean that I
Yeah,
miss out on things.
that's it. Yep.
That's unreal, Ollie. Dude, that's such a great positive mindset, man. Because sometimes in life, we might have a problem and we might think to ourselves, oh, well, I can't do this now because of this barrier or this problem that I've got. Instead of thinking, okay, I've got this problem or I've got this barrier, how can I still do what I want to do, but I just might have to adapt it or do it a little bit
Mm.
differently, basically, yeah?
Yeah, exactly, for sure.
That's amazing, bro. So you said you were playing tennis since you were 4. So were you,
That's
because
right.
I'm guessing, because blind tennis has only been around for like, I don't know, maybe 13, 15 years. So you were playing
Yeah, I think
normal
it started
tennis.
a while ago, but it just hasn't really been shown to many people until that time. But when I was younger, I used to play with the red ball. So it's like a big ball they start juniors out on, which is quite slow. It sort of makes a bit of noise when it bounces, and that's what I started to learn off. My coach, his name was Greg Bourne. He played in a lot of like big tournaments, like Wimbledon. I think he played in a lot of big things. So yeah, he was awesome, really patient with me, and wanted to teach me how to play tennis, even though I can't really see very well.
How was it playing tennis against people that don't have vision impairments? Because in blind tennis, you play against people that have the same problem as you. But how was it playing against people that can see? Was it frustrating? Was it hard?
Oh, I like it. I like it because like they just play a lot more aggressively. Like I see the ball early. They get it on the first bounce. Just makes it so much harder. Like it's not really fair, I guess you'd say, but I like the challenge. So it's always good to play someone like my big brother. He's quite a good tennis player, and him and I have a hit a fair bit. So yeah, I like it.
That's unreal, man. So, okay. So you've grown up with this problem. You played you played normal tennis since you were 4. Um,
Yeah.
so did you end up going just all the way? What is it in Queensland? In Victoria, we call it VCE, like year 11 and 12.
Oh yeah. Queen's QCE, a Queensland Certificate of Education. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
that, and I got accepted into uni for
Oh,
exercise physiology. But then I decided not to do it just because I don't think it was really right for me. Like I just never really wanted to like have a like just never liked doing stuff in front of a laptop really. So I didn't really want to sit there for 4 years doing that. Um, yeah, then instead I decided to do my apprenticeship in structural landscaping. And here I am now owning a business with my best mates. So Yeah.
So, dude, you did an apprenticeship in structural landscaping, bro. That's unreal, dude.
Yes.
So, all right, tell us a little bit about your entrepreneurial journey, bro. So, you owned a sunglasses business, yeah?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was a few years ago. That was with the same guy, my best mate, and we got quite a few sales. He sold, I don't know, a few hundred pairs. It was all pretty good, but I just found it tricky because like you'd sell sunnies for $40 or something, and you sort of go, it's just such a like low sale price to really make it worthwhile. Like you go, well, I have to go post it still, I have to print out the label, pack it. Um, if they have an issue, deal with that. Like there's just so much in so little margin in one product where I just found it really tricky. But it's like an earth moving job. You build a retaining wall, it costs 30 grand or something. Like it's just a big difference in price tag where, um, yeah, like we can have four $20,000 jobs happening all at once. Like the last few months we've had going on, so it just makes a big difference when you're dealing with one customer for that much money versus you know 200 customers for that much money. It's just a lot easier to work with.
So you reckon the high ticket jobs are much better than like doing, volume on low prices?
Yeah, I find it a lot easier just not having to deal with as many people or as many issues that could really go wrong. Obviously, we got bigger issues that could go wrong, but all of them we mitigate. Like we have engineering specifications for retaining walls we meet. We have checks without that. We have all the standards we apply. Like there's not really too much that really can go wrong. We have everything located, all services, sewer, water mains, electrical mains, like NBN, Telstra, like all that's found before we start digging. So I don't know. There's not really too much that can go wrong in my eyes when we have everything set up beforehand.
I love the way you said that, bro. In my eyes, yeah. So,
Yeah, that
so, bro, like
was a
even
little fun there.
dude, even though you're vision impaired, your vision, bro, is actually
Yeah.
clearer than a lot of people that can see. Because a lot of people that can see, bro, like correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Like, have you had a lot of
Mm,
people that you've spoken to? Because I'm vision impaired as well, obviously.
mm,
But for people that don't know, I'm legally blind as well. Me and Ollie actually play in the same division in blind tennis, but we'll talk a little bit about that later. But what I was gonna say, bro, is did you find that there's people that can see, okay, that are fully abled,
mm.
but they don't have a clear vision for the future because they just have too many excuses?
Yeah, I think I've seen that before. Definitely, like they're just sort of not sure where their life's going to go, and they just sort of I don't know, maybe do a little bit of work here and there, but never really have a plan and where they see themselves going. Like you said, seeing themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, when see, even though you're vision impaired, bro, you got clear vision for what the future looks like for you. So you might be physically vision impaired, bro, but mentally, your vision's 2020, man. Your vision's better than 2020. Like, tell me, what was it like? What was it like, bro, with that sunglasses business? And then we'll talk a little bit about the business you're in now. Like, what was it like starting in business when you've never done it before? Was it scary? Like, yeah, what was the journey like, bro?
Honestly, at first, I think it was almost like too easy to start one. Like, isn't it's just it wasn't a company we were creating; it was just a partnership, not a sole trader. It was just like really easy to sign up, start, like, make a Shopify page. Like, honestly, like that seemed just almost too easy. Like, I can do it in a few hours and start selling something as a business. And that side, it just seemed like, there should be more you have to go through. And yeah, I guess it was from there on, like getting customers, getting good quality sunglasses. That's a huge thing. Like, if we just imported sunnies that cost a few dollars each and hinges are breaking or lenses are crap, like people, they're not going to come back or not going to tell other people about the sunglasses so that we get more sales. So, and that just means we have more work to find new customers. We have to sort of, I don't know, we can't be proud of our products and wear them out and about. So yeah, I think that was the biggest thing was finding good quality sunglasses and making sure that we were proud to sell them and other people would recommend others to come buy them.
Where were you getting them from, bro?
Just from China actually.
But good quality ones, yeah?
Yeah, we had to get quite a few samples in just so we could tell. Like a lot of them were just, I don't know, I'd never sell them. Wouldn't be,
Yeah, of
wouldn't be
course.
okay with that.
You would have to be happy wearing them, right?
Yeah, and I did. Yeah,
Yeah,
still
that's
do a fair
unreal.
bit.
That's
Yeah.
unreal, man. And tell me, bro, what was the name of your label, your brand, the
It's
sunglasses?
called JB Sunny. So my best mate, my business partner's name's Jack Barr. And I just like sound, I was like, oh, what do we call this thing? I was like, oh, JB, whatever. That sounds cool. It can go on the side as an initial. And I also quite like Josh Brown, the cricket player. And I was like, oh, well, that's his initials too. Like he bought a fair few actually. He
Oh,
paid for them,
wow.
which is cool. Yeah. So yeah, I think that was probably the biggest thing. It was like, how do you come up with a name? And I just needed to get one so we could order them.
Dude, you seem so humble, bro. Like your name wasn't even in the brand and you didn't even care.
I don't mind.
That's amazing, bro. You're such a humble guy, man. Um, all right, so you made the JB Sunnies, and then you
Hmm.
were like, nah, we're not really making enough money here. This isn't exactly what I'm after. But you did
Hmm.
your apprenticeship in landscaping. So what made you, with your same mate, yeah? We'll call him JB.
Oh, he hasn't done his apprenticeship, but
Oh, yeah.
he's done a lot of excavator operating during that stage, and he also built his house with his dad. So since he was like 4, he's been driving them. So yeah,
So he's fully sighted?
yeah, he is. Yeah,
Okay. Awesome, bro. So his name's Josh, was it?
Jack.
Jack, sorry. So when were you and Jack like, you know what? Let's start this business. Like, what made you guys think about that?
Well, it was during my apprenticeship. We were getting lots of excavators in. We were paying probably about 170 plus GST an hour, so like 185 bucks an hour, for a combo. And just like, oh, stuff this. Like we can buy one, for a few hundred with a truck and a 5-ton combo we can get for, rent that out. So yeah, now we have 2 combos. We rent them out.
So what a
Um,
combo, sorry, what's that?
a combo. So when it's a bobcat or a posi track, so we have a posi track, which just means you can get more places. It has tracks instead of wheels, and then an
Oh,
excavator, and then a tipper truck. So that's called a combo. The 3 together.
so you got two sets of them.
Yeah,
Wow, bro. So like you can have two job sites going on at the same time.
we often have like 4 or 5 jobs going because like a lot of retaining walls. Like we had a big paving job going, things like that. We got a block wall going under a house at the moment. Concrete slabs going in. Like a lot of things happening at once. Where machines pop between the few sites, but they're not always needed. So yeah,
Dude, that's amazing, man. So when did you guys start this business?
it's about a year ago now. And it slowly worked up. So like originally it started out more as a dry hire. So that means when you don't bring an operator with the machine, we sort of went on Facebook or friends. I'd rent the machine, they'd drive them themselves, we'd drop them off. And that was that. And we went like, it's not really too worthwhile. You get a few $100 per machine a day. And it's just like, well, you're doing days work on a combo, you get 2 grand each one. So, you're better off sort of renting them out with an operator. If you have the skills like Jack does and our other boys too. So, yeah.
Dude, did you say you drive one of them?
Oh, not for like an hourly or anything. I just do when there's like I'm at a retaining wall job. I'll drill out the post holes or load up wheelbarrows or move some fill around. But I don't do any of the hourly rate stuff.
That's sick, man. How do you go driving it around,
Yes.
bro?
Oh, I mostly just drive the little ones. Like there's a 1 ton right next to me, which is
Yeah.
nice and small. So just loading up some wheelbarrows, so I don't have to scoop them all in, which saves me a bit of time. And yeah.
Good on you, man. Like that's unreal, bro. Like even though, you do have the vision problem, you still give it a go, bro. That was like me, man. When I was younger, I would always beg my dad to just take the car around for a lap, like just around the street. You know what I mean? Like, who
Yeah.
cares, man? You still give it
Uh,
a go, bro. That's amazing,
no,
dude.
that's it.
That's amazing, man. So tell me, man, like dude, I don't know, man. I find it so inspiring, brother. Because how old are you?
19.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you were older, man. I thought you were like 20. You're 19. I
No.
should have asked you this straight away.
Yeah.
You're 19,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
And you have already owned two businesses.
Yeah.
Dude, like how? Like what I mean, like when I say how, like how did you have that mindset? Like for people that are watching this, okay, and maybe aren't sure what to do with their life. They want to achieve some goals. They want to achieve their dreams, but they might be a bit afraid. They might not know how to
Hmm.
start. What would your advice be to them, bro?
I don't know. Probably just give it a go. Like, a lot of things are easy to get in and easy to get out of. Like, my sunnies, as you heard, like it didn't take me very long to set up. You can close it down pretty quickly, which you don't want to be doing. But I'm saying it's not really, there's a risk there. But at the end of the day, I don't really think there's too much. You can always liquidate all your stock pretty easily for a decent amount of money. So um, I don't think there's too much to lose, really.
So, bro, okay, let's just touch on this for a little bit. Your sunglasses company, okay, it didn't work, all
Yeah.
right? So you shut it
Yeah.
down. So, do
Yeah.
you consider that as a failure, or do you consider that as a lesson? Like,
There's a
how do
bit
you
of
look at
both.
that?
Like we definitely made a bit of money out of it, so that was helpful. Helpful to start buying diggers and everything because you spent a few 100,000 training all them. So they're expensive. But yeah, I think it definitely taught me a fair bit. And then also just the connection with my business partner now. Like you wouldn't probably have that as strongly if you didn't start another business and also sort of realize like we gotta find something that works rather than just go, this didn't work. Just go get a job. And yeah, which we did for a while so we could help save up for the diggers. And then after that, yeah.
So, bro, you didn't look at the sunglass business as a failure. You weren't like, oh, you know what? Don't worry about this. I'm not going to be an entrepreneur anymore. I don't want to be a business owner. I'm just going to
Yeah.
go back to working a 9 to 5. You learned a lot from it.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
And then you put that into your next business, basically.
Yeah.
That's amazing, bro. So, can I ask you, man, like, what does it mean
Mm.
to you? All right. What does it mean for you to be a business owner versus working a 9 to 5 job? Like,
I probably just like the flexibility a lot more of the business. Like, as in, I do, I don't know, probably 70, 80 hours a week most weeks. But it's just, I like knowing, like, I work harder. I'll get rewards for that. Like, I finish a job earlier. I like the client satisfaction a lot too. Like, we finished a big job and it's just like, I'm really proud of that. And the outcome, like, what it looks like beforehand. Um, and I also just like I don't know having people which can work for you. Like I can be doing other things like between sites or organizing things for the next job while things are still happening with our boys on site. It's pretty awesome to sort of be able to do that.
that's unreal, man. I'm so proud of you, bro. When you work with your customers, man, do they even realize you're vision impaired?
It sort of depends. Like obviously, I don't see me drive to site, but like I don't really bring it up. But if it's a job that's a week or two, though, I'll always sort of work it into a conversation eventually. I guess it just isn't like I don't really walk up to them and it's not really my leading line. But
Yeah.
once we sort of grow a bit of a relationship, they always sort of tell them, like work it into a conversation one way or another.
And what's their response, man, when they hear that you're legally blind, dude, and you're running your own business with your mate?
I think they're always pretty shocked, like in a good way. Like, oh, like, when they don't notice and sort of are able to do it, or they do notice and, the job's been done just as well. I think they're always pretty happy with that. So, yeah.
It's amazing, man. I've got my support worker here, Ryan. Right, dude, that's amazing. Like, you're not vision impaired, you're fully able, fully sighted. Like, what does it? Do you want to quickly just Ryan jump in the camera for a bit, man? Mate, let's
I
get
don't
you
think
a
it,
part of
I don't
this.
think it'll get me in because it's like the
Okay,
background,
but we
but
can hear your voice.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tell us, bro, for someone that is like fully able, fully sighted, when you hear someone like Ollie, having the struggles that he had with his vision, his
Mm,
barriers, right? His barriers, but opening up not one business, two businesses he had.
mm.
What does that mean to you, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. It just makes me feel like I'm like not as motivated in life. Like I feel a bit behind. Like I should be
Oh,
like
that's
because I'm 24, so I feel like far out. Like when I was 19, I wasn't doing anywhere near as much as you're doing. So yeah, I feel a bit like yeah, a bit behind. I
it's
wish I was
always tough.
motivated a bit earlier.
But you know what? To be fair, Ryan, you're 24, you own your own home, man.
True.
All right, and
Oh,
you're working hard, right? You got your own
mm,
place, you're in a serious relationship, you are still kicking goals.
Yeah.
But what I like what you said, bro, is
Not
that
about me though, right now.
of course, but what I like what you said, bro, is that you are like, wow, I should be doing more.
Mm.
And this is what I was saying, bro. Like people out there that are fully sighted can really learn a lot from you, man. Because they can be like,
mm,
well, we've all got barriers, right? We've all got barriers, but if you can do it, why can't other people do it, man? You know what I mean?
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the aim of it.
What are some of the misconceptions, dude? What do you find are some of the misconceptions that people have about legally blind people? Like when people know that you're legally blind, what are some of the
Mhm.
misconceptions you see in your life?
I guess a lot of people probably straight up don't think of the range of how much vision can be. Like you go as fully blind to people that can just about drive a car or just about like, people that are just on the border of it. There's a huge range. You hear someone's legally blind, it might mean they need no assistance, they need a lot of assistance. I guess it just sort of comes down to the person. So yes, that's probably the biggest thing. Like just sort of understanding what their exact needs are and how you can help them and everything or not help them. Like, just depends what they need.
That's amazing, dude. Have you like when people see that you're legally blind or you say it, do you find that they
Mm.
start acting a bit different around you?
Yeah, I guess it sort of depends. Like, it's a lot of it's like the timing when you say it. Like, if you walk up, or I don't know, like say you tripped over something, you go, sorry, like I'm legally blind. That's what happened. I guess that would sort of they go, oh, I need to be careful. Make sure he doesn't trip over something again. But if you walk up and you just finished a job and you somehow worked into a conversation, they're probably like, oh wow, like I didn't notice that. Like that's probably when they have less of a um fear almost for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it just depends on the timing and how you bring it up to them. That makes a big difference.
Have you had any close calls at work, man? Because I know me, bro. When I
Yeah.
was helping my dad build our house,
Mm,
and whenever we would be helping, like moving and stuff, I would be
mm.
bumping into things, man. I would have cut up shins, bro, because I can't see the
Oh.
low piping on the ground. Like, have you had any close calls, man?
No, I'm always pretty good. I always know the site well. Um, it's always open areas, pretty decent sizes. I'm always within, you know, not like within that much of a machine. Like I'm always right next to them, but sort of just know where they are, what they're doing. We have good operators, beepers on everything. So I guess it's sort of just there's like emergency cutoffs on machines on the outside. You can just whack, which we've never even touched. But there's ways that make sure you're safe on site. You've got steel caps on, so if you kick something you're not going to. Yeah, just all that. You got eye protection when I'm not on the camera. I have that on, so yeah, you look after yourself.
Bro, you must be a lot less clumsier than me, my man. Um, So, all right, dude, this is insane because right now, like, this would be enough. Right now, from what you've just said, running two businesses, being 19, being vision impaired, being able to do everything you've done, you've inspired the heck out of me and Ryan. Like, this would be enough. We could just end the interview here, but we're not, man. There's more, bro. There's more. So let's just touch a little bit, bro, about your tennis man. Like, not that you haven't done enough, bro. So you're world number one in blind tennis. Can you explain to people just quickly what is blind tennis?
Yeah, so basically it's just tennis really, but with a shorter court. So in between the service and baseline, roughly three-quarters of the court is where the baseline is. And then we have a ball with foam on the outside and a bell on the inside. It almost looks like a golf ball on the inside. And then you get some extra bounces. So in my category and Mikey's, we get three bounces. And that's pretty much the only real difference. You have to ask the player if they're ready and say play when you serve it. Other than that, it's just tennis really.
And dude, how did you become world number one, bro? Like, that's insane, man.
Well, it took me a few years, that's for sure. I started playing when I was 4, trained a lot. From then, 2024, I went away to my first World Championships and I won the tournament in the lead up to it over in Poland, beating the person I then lost to in the World Championships. So, yeah, then the year after I came back and I managed to win it. So, yeah.
Dude, that's amazing, bro. Like, being world number, I have to play you in July. I'm pretty sure. I'm not looking forward to it, man.
Oh,
I'm
you're
just
right.
gonna be probably watching your stuff, like whatever I can see, and try to pick up some tips. But tell me, bro, does it require a lot of discipline to run your own business and still train hard to be world number one in blind tennis?
Yeah, definitely. I think like sort of having to work in with your calendar, like all the different parts of your day, having to go, I need to train here, I need to get to work, I need to train again here, like just having to know when to do everything and having to be disciplined so you don't waste time, like I don't know, scrolling on your phone when you're meant to be out at training or somewhere between, like just sort of working in time to do everything that you have planned.
And tell me, bro, you met Novak Djokovic, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did
Tell-
his coin tour.
Bro, tell us a bit about that.
Oh, it was pretty special to see that. Like, I'd seen him a few times that week, in the players area, like in the back of the Brisbane International. Then, yeah, I got told I was doing the coin toss with him and Nick Kyrgios, so that was awesome.
And what are they like? Are they nice blokes, both of them?
Yeah, definitely.
That's
So,
awesome, bro.
yeah.
Who's your favorite tennis player, man? Who do you kind of like emulate?
Or um, I do like Novak a fair bit, but also Alcaraz. I like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too, man. Alcaraz is probably my
yeah.
new favorite, but I'm always going to be a Novak Djokovic fan.
I do like Alex de Minaur as well. I managed to watch him at the Australian Open, which was like really cool to get tickets to watch him there. So this year.
That that's sick, man. How did you go
Yeah.
watching it? Like, could you actually see what was going
I
on?
actually had this special board which had the where the ball was, where the player was on either end, which I didn't really use too much. But it was really cool to know there's the option out there. I was more just listening along, like being part of the environment. But yeah, that was really cool.
Is that one of those tactile boards? Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's digital. It moves, doesn't it?
yeah. It was
So you can
awesome.
actually touch it, and you know what's happening on the ground. They've made it for AFL as well, haven't they?
They have, yeah,
That's amazing. We're gonna have to cover that on this, bro. This is pretty sick, man.
yeah.
Um, so, bro, what's the plans for Ollie for the future, man?
Oh, I just keep training, keep working, and growing the business, buying more toys. So yeah, some bigger diggers, bigger trucks coming next week. So yeah,
Dude, you're growing the business even more. And are you going to
yeah.
Lithuania this
I
year for
am.
the
Yeah, I'm all
international?
booked in for August. Going to Germany prior to that, so for training camp over there. So that'll be awesome.
Dude, honestly, bro, I am so proud of you. You are so inspiring, man. You're really showing, dude, that you break through your barriers and that you are achieving your goals and dreams, man.
Thank
It's
you. Yeah.
amazing, bro. It's amazing. Can you share anything that you want to share with anyone watching right now? Any advice to anyone if they got barriers that they want to break through?
I don't know. I guess just have a go at it, see what's the worst that can happen. And yeah, just think about it for most things, like where you want to be here, or what you want to do, what you want to achieve out of something, and go from there. I reckon.
Just give it a go.
Yeah, that's it.
Good on you, Ollie, man. Well, thanks for joining us on Breaking Barriers. You're our first official guest, man. I couldn't think of anyone better.
That's awesome.
Hopefully, we'll get you back on the show again, man, and we can talk about how
Sure.
Lithuania and Germany went and how the business is going and everything.
Sounds good.
We
Yeah,
got our
thanks for
future
having me.
millionaire, mate. Good on you, Ollie. Thanks, bro.